Okay, so I'm gonna say this again for Jewel's benefit. Annabelle, you're looking this way. Okay, Jewel, we want you back at school, so rest up, get well, but you're missing some really important stuff, okay? So today begins the very first day of paragraph writing, okay? So we have 3 things set in front of us. We have our Pluto paper that I just passed out. We have our Pluto notes from last week, and we have our orange paper that gives the instructions, okay? So, you're gonna need those 3 things. All right, so everyone turn to, in your Pluto, in your notes, your planet taking notes, turn to the Pluto page. Pluto page. Then just give me a thumbs up, that's all I need. Okay. Sage, thumbs up? On it? Okay, good. So what I did is I hand wrote a paragraph for you that would be paragraph 1 for Pluto. So I'm not copying all this writing on the board for you to copy over and over, because that would take way too long, okay? So I want us to look back at our Pluto notes, and I want us to look at the topics that are going to be in paragraph 1, and you'll get the hang of it whenever I start calling it out. So the very first thing, one thing I want to explain, look at me, is you do not have to go in the order that I typed things out, okay? You want things in your paragraph to flow. And let me ask you this question. What's the first sentence in your paragraph? What should it be? What's it called? The first sentence. No. What's it called? In a paragraph, what's it called? The very first sentence. Yep, the introduction or a topic sentence. What's the middle called? The body. And what's the end? The conclusion. So your introduction sentence needs to just be rewritten a little bit differently at the end. Okay? All right? And then our body is going to include all these things. Okay? On our notes. Do you have to go in that order? No. But it's not going to make sense for me to talk about the size of the planet and skip and go to the moons and come back to the size of the planet. Make it make sense. Okay? All right. So, one other thing that I want you guys to remember is that when we are doing paragraph writing, and we're going to color code this one, okay? We're going to have, what's the topic sentence? What color? Green. And then what comes next over here? Yellow are detail sentences. And then what support the detail sentences? Red, the supporting sentences. You should have a good number of red sentences, okay? You'll understand in a minute. You're playing. Stop. Okay? So, this is what we're going to do. All right? So, look at your Pluto notes. So, I have Pluto. I have, or name of planet. I have nickname of planet. What's the next thing?
Named after.
It's, what is it named after? What else is?
God of the underworld.
No. I don't need the answers. Tell me what else, what other topic is on here.
Why is it named after the sun?
Why is it named after it? What's the next thing?
Size of
You're supposed to be focusing. Then what?
Size of planet compared to Earth in miles.
Got it. What's next?
Average distance from the sun in miles.
Next.
Time needed to revolve around the sun.
So guys, the Earth, when it revolves around the sun, is called what?
Orbit.
Yes, it's an orbit, but what is it? A day or a year?
Year.
A year. Okay. Then it's asking how long is a day in Earth. It's really Earth days or Earth years. Okay. Then what comes next?
What causes it to be longer or shorter than an Earth day?
Okay. And then what's next?
How many moons does it have?
Yeah. So guys, if you do not have moons for your planet, you're not going gonna write on there, my planet has no moons. Okay, that's gonna be obvious if you don't talk about it. Now, one thing I want you to remember, okay, when we're writing our paragraph, we're gonna write our paragraph for Pluto, right? That you need to have different sentence beginnings. Your sentence beginnings can't all start with Pluto, 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 Pluto. Okay? You understand? Good. Okay, so let me get my paper, and you're gonna get ready to be filling things out. How's that? Well, don't know where my paper went, so it's okay. Here we go. All right, Quizzy, would you read the title in the very first sentence?
The dwarf planet Pluto is an blank planet.
Oh, okay. So what if I used the word "and"? What do you think the next word should be? It's going to start with what though? If I said "and,"
A vowel. Consonant.
it is definitely not going to be a consonant. If I used the word "and," what is it going to be? The word's going to start with a vowel. So, guys, the dwarf planet Pluto is an planet. Do I want to say awesome? No, it's an overused word. Okay? But I can't leave my blank blank. So what would I say about Pluto?
It's dwarf.
I already said it. The dwarf planet Pluto is something planet.
It's an ice planet.
But then, if I said ice planet, the whole entire paragraph needs to be about why it's an ice planet. Nope. What's another word that starts with a vowel that can be talking about all the facts that we just went over? Don't want to say awesome. It's an awesome planet. All of our planets are awesome, right? What'd you say? Amazing. That's what fits. Right? Amazing in that very first blank. So guys, whenever we're talking about a topic sentence, okay, your topic sentence is a very, very broad sentence that's going to cover all the facts about what our paragraph is, okay? Do you get that? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, okay? So it's a topic sentence, okay? So the next thing, if I'm putting my Pluto notes right beside this, it says, it was considered a something, but now it is considered a blank planet because of its size. Ah.
But because of its size, it
Okay, so you're writing this in. It was considered a planet, and what's the next part?
Door.
Dwarf. But now they named it dwarf.
DWARF.
It's right here. I'm writing the words on the board, therefore you should not have any questions on how to spell it. Okay? All right.
It is so small.
No, wait. It is so blank that you could fit 100 something Plutos in one Earth because it is only 1,477 something in diameter. Ooh. Okay, so let's look back at our facts. Look back at our facts. It says it's a sixth the size of Earth. And if it was a nickel, it would be a popcorn kernel. Okay, so let's look. It is so small. Is small a really good adjective to describe Pluto?
No. Minuscule.
Okay, minuscule would be better. It is so minuscule that you can fit 100. How many Earths can fit in? Sorry, how many Plutos can fit in one Earth? We didn't know that. We didn't write that fact, so we need to look that up. So it says it is only 1,477 something in diameter. Miles. Okay, so let me look how many Plutos will fit in Earth. Okay, What is your guess? What is your guess?
We'll divide the size of Earth by the size of Pluto. You can do that.
I'm asking you to guess based on what I wrote.
A little more than 100. I'm guessing. Yeah, a little more than.
Well, it says it is so small that you could fit 100 something something. Okay. Oh.
100,000 and
No, because that number does not say 100,000 on the paper. It is going to be
104.
100. No, and I know that it's going to be not 4 because it has a hyphen. It goes like this. So it could be 21, it could be 51, it could be 52. It is going to be, we're going to write 71.
17.
Okay? 171 Plutos fit in Earth. That's a lot. Write it down.
It is so what?
Do we want to say minuscule? Minuscule means
tiny,
really,
small.
I agree. Tiny is better.
Small?
Tiny. Small is not a great adjective. Okay?
And you wrote tiny in like a very tiny way.
Yes. Okay, did you fill it in? The 71? Got it. Did you fill in miles?
yes.
Okay.
Where is it? Where's miles?
Okay, so the next sentence is, it is so far from the sun. And it says, comma, 3.5 billion miles that, typo, or I wrote something, it's not a typo, but I wrote it wrong. Its nickname is, so fix that its nickname, you need to write ITS, no apostrophe. ITS, its nickname is the coldest planet. So fill in the blank and write planet.
No dwarf planet.
No, the nickname is the coldest planet.
I thought it was called the ice planet.
Well, keep in mind what we're doing is this is a paragraph written based on if Pluto was a planet, even though we know it's not, it's a dwarf planet. Okay? Which is named after the blank god of the
Underworld.
but what god? Greek or Roman?
Roman.
Roman. So you're gonna write Roman god of the underworld. No, there is not an underworld. That is in mythology.
Made up.
We talked a lot about mythology in the fall, okay? And so, whenever we were talking about ancient Rome. Okay. This god could disappear at any time like something which was hidden for so long. Remember when we talked about Pluto? Pluto hadn't been discovered because they really couldn't see it. It was so far away. So let's read that sentence. This god could disappear at any time like Pluto. Which was hidden for so long. Since this, I could say cold planet. I would say dwarf.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's writing it in order.
You're just now getting that?
No, I knew you were right.
Okay.
I knew you were right.
Since this dwarf planet is so far from the sun,
It takes 248 years.
Hold on one sec.
Earth years.
It takes 248
Earth years.
Earth years to complete its huge orbit, right? Earth. Is it lowercase or uppercase?
Uppercase.
Uppercase. Okay?
To complete its huge orbit.
To complete its huge orbit.
Day on
Something day on Pluto.
1.
Ah, 1. Sage, chair down.
1 day on Pluto is 6 Earth years. 6 Earth days and 9.
Hold on a minute. 1 day on Pluto is 6 Earth days and 9 hours. Which means it spins slowly on its axis. Very good. Spins. What's the next blank? Axis. Okay. Axis.
Then 4.
Okay, hold on. You should go back and figure that out. And you didn't write that right. Pluto has something moons.
5.
Okay, so write the number 5. 5 moons.
But you only
Charon, Nix, and Hydra. Oh, at the time, you guys, whenever I did this paragraph, there was only 3 known moons. Isn't that crazy? So it's changed since then. Pluto has, actually, we're going to write this to make it make sense. No, we're going to say Pluto has 5 moons, but I would have said Charon, Nixon, and Hydra are the major moons for it to make sense. Okay, so fill in those blanks. Okay, hold on. Next page.
I'm basically on the next page.
You all should be on the next page.
Well, I'm on the next page.
Okay. Charon was found in 1978 and is half the size of
Pluto.
Pluto. What do you think the next blank is? Something is named after the
Charon.
Charon is named after what?
The Roman.
The Roman goddess of.
Dark. How do you spell goddess?
They're on the board.
Where's goddess?
The Roman goddess of darkness. The something moon, Hydra. What are we talking about on Hydra? Y'all should look at your paper for it to help you make sense.
The biggest or small?
Remember there's 5 and Hydra was the 3rd one. I don't remember. Look at our notes. Did we say Hydra was the smallest? Hydra. Yeah, all we wrote that it was the 9-headed serpent. So what would make sense instead of saying smallest? Because we don't know if it's the smallest. No, we don't know if it's the smallest.
It is small.
No, we do not know if it is small. So we're not going to use the adjective small. The something moon Hydra is named after what?
How about the serpent? Because it's
No, we're talking about Hydra the moon.
the war.
We don't know if it's dwarf. All we know that it was named after a 9-headed serpent. But if we looked at our notes, we also know that it's something else. How else would we describe Hydra? We need an adjective in that spot, but not small.
Who was the guardian of the underworld?
Look, let's look.
The
The something moon hydra is named after the, let's skip that. No. Okay. How many moons did we write about?
5.
Yeah, but we're not gonna write about 5. We're only gonna write about how many.
We said 5.
I know, but how many are we gonna write about?
3.
3. So what moon is this one?
Hydra.
Which is the
3rd.
3rd. The 3rd moon the 3rd moon, Hydra, is named after the, how many headed serpent?
9.
9-headed serpent.
Who's the guardian of the
Hold on a minute, let me look. Who is the, guardian? How do you spell guardian?
G-A-U-R-D.
Let's look. Does this look, does that look right?
No.
That doesn't look right to me. Let's look and see if this looks right.
G-U-A-I.
Guardian. Who is the guardian of the underworld? Ooh, now look. This something planet Pluto is amazing.
Dwarf.
Good. This dwarf planet Pluto is amazing. Okay? Now, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. You need green, red, yellow, matte pencils, and I think, let me see,
Green, yellow, what?
green, yellow, red. And then you also need, I want you to go ahead and do you have a darker colored yellow?
No, I don't.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
I
then have a
guess.
darker colored yellow or a highlighter's fine. A highlighter yellow is fine. Okay.
Probably would have a darker yellow.
So listen, you need 4 colors, a darker yellow or a highlighter, okay? Red, yellow, green, and another colored yellow.
Well, what color yellow do you need?
Another colored yellow.
Should I use matte pencils?
No, no,
This?
matte pencils. Either. Pick one that looks different than your other yellow. Come on, Mateen, you need 4.
Well, those are the yellows.
4.
I don't have a dark.
So red,
I gave you an option. Red, yellow, green, and another shade of yellow. Colored pencils? Colored pencils? And you do not need all those pencils in there. That is way too many. Only put your colored pencils in here, 'cause that's, okay. All right, Jewel, hopefully you are ready. Okay, guys, the very first step is this. You are going to underline your topic sentence in what color?
green.
Green. Do that now. Okay, this should not have taken you this long. Let's go. Green,
So this?
yellow.
This one?
Yep, let's go. No, underlining green. Let's go. Okay, topic sentence is in green. Give me a thumbs up that you did that. Okay, okay, good. That's fine. Okay. All right, good. Now what I want you to do, let's go ahead and look at the conclusion sentence and underline that in green. So my topic sentence is, the dwarf planet Pluto is an amazing planet. My conclusion sentence says, this dwarf planet Pluto is amazing. Okay? So did you underline both?
Wait, what?
Did you underline your topic sentence and your conclusion sentence?
Is it conclusion? It was, okay.
What is a conclusion sentence, guys?
The last one.
The last
The
sentence.
last sentence.
the last sentence that wraps it all up. Okay? You should have already had this in green. Look. Okay? All right. So now we're going to talk about a topic sentence. Okay? Remember our topic sentence, not our topic sentence, I'm so sorry. Your detailed sentence. Your detailed sentence is going to be what color?
Red. Wait, sorry, yellow.
Yellow. So the very first detailed sentence says it was considered a planet, but now is considered a dwarf planet because of its size. Underline that in yellow.
Wait, the
Okay.
regular colored pencil or the highlighter?
Now, guys, we're talking about it being a dwarf planet. We're talking about its size, how big it is. The next sentence, is it going to be a new topic? Read it silently to yourself. Is it a brand new topic or is it still talking about its size?
It's still
It's still talking about its size. So what color is that?
red.
Red. You need to be focusing and then you're going to start doing this yourself. Got it? My goodness. Do you see how long that sentence is?
Yeah.
You remember in your writing guideline says that you really need to have sentences be 8 words or more without it being a run-on. Okay?
Oh.
All right. So guys, the next sentence, read it silently to yourself. Is that a new topic or is it still talking about its size?
New
topic.
New topic. What color is it?
Yellow.
Yellow. Underline the next sentence in yellow.
Doesn't matter what.
No, the same shade that you just did.
That's on sentence
So I should have underlined this. I should have underlined the sentence that says, Pluto is so far from the sun, 3.5 billion miles, that its nickname is the coldest planet, which is named after the Roman god of the underworld, Pluto. Read the next sentence. Is it talking about that?
Yes.
It's still talking about that topic. So what color sentence is that?
Red.
Red. Underline the next sentence in red.
Okay.
Which is shorter because the sentence before it was super long.
Yeah, that's like
Okay? All right, here we go.
since this
Now-
is capitalized on there.
I'm not sure to look at Scarlett's. Okay, so let's look at the next sentence.
It's another red one
So hold on. Why is it another red one?
because it's still talking about.
The distance from the sun.
Ah, another red sentence. So it's adding more information that is good. So the next sentence is red. So it's going to be since.
Wow, that's a lot of sentence.
Wow.
Yeah, that's big.
The next one is.
All this.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Read the next sentence to yourself. Is it a new topic?
Yes.
Yeah, it's talking about its day. So underline that in what color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow. In the same shape.
Yep, same shade.
When do we use the highlighter?
You don't need to worry about it right now. Okay, so the yellow sentence says 1 day on Pluto is 6 Earth days and 9 hours, which means it spins slowly on its axis. Now, the next sentence is what color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
What?
It's a green.
It says Pluto has 5 moons. Yellow.
The other shade?
Nope, just the same shape. Yellow.
Can we do all of the rest colors?
So you should say Pluto has 5 moons. Charon, Nix, and Hydra. Okay, that's yellow. So, hold on a minute. Is the next sentence red or is it yellow?
Red.
Yeah.
It's red because we're still talking about the moons. We didn't change our topic.
And the next one is red too, right?
Next one is red because we're still talking about the moons.
Is the third one?
Third one is, yeah, red because we're still talking about the moons. And you should get all the way to the end talking about the moons in red. Now, the different shade of yellow is, I want you to circle every sentence beginning. So every sentence beginning, you're circling in yellow, and it needs to stand out, okay? Circle them in yellow. You can use your highlighter also if you want. Okay? You're gonna want it to stand out, so either circle it or shade it in. It doesn't matter, okay? Beckett, shush. Yeah, that helps standing out with the highlighter a lot more. I agree, yeah, the highlighter really makes it stand out more than a matte pencil. Unless you really darken it in. Okay, I'm gonna pause here because it's Spanish and I'll come back in just a second, okay?